I'm ready. Let's see it.
Basically, my job is to go out into the community and make sure that the youth know the programs and services we offer and how they can get a hold of us if they need to. A lot of my job entails me going into the schools to educate both teachers and students alike, as well as going onto the streets and actually looking for homeless youth.
All right, so this is the Rainbow House Teen Emergency Shelter.
The youth aren't going to come looking for us. A lot of the time, they don't know that help's out there.
We can house up to 6 youth at any time.
Basically, what we do is we provide emergency shelter and transitional living to homeless youth and young adults ages 16 to 21.
Claire is young and vibrant and bubbly, and in fact, a lot of the residents used to call her Mama Bear or Mama Claire, just because she just kind of fills that role.
Everybody has their own personality and a different approach, but we really try to make the youth feel as comfortable as possible, and also really want people to feel like they can be themselves. So we work really hard to try to be ourselves as well.
Pretty unassuming that it's a shelter. It looks just like any other house from the outside. We kind of want to keep that for anonymity purposes.
I make them feel like they're going to be right at home, like it's just a family waiting for them.
Basic kitchen, everything the youth would want. We provide all the food, all the shelter, all the clothing that the youth may need the whole time they stay with us here. So they feel free to come in here and cook dinner whenever they like. We like to get together and make dinners as a family unit for a couple of reasons. One, we want them to learn those cooking skills. And two, we want them to learn to work together with each other. So a lot of times we will plan out meals and everybody will have their individual task during that meal.
Most of them have experienced the family life before, and I'm sure at one time it was okay, or maybe not, unfortunately, but they can get a little glimpse into what life is like when they're staying at the homeless youth program. And once they actually come check it out, it's normally very beneficial for them.
We got a pretty decent sized yard. Got a basketball goal, barbecue grill, back deck, so it ends up working out really, really nice for us.
I am the first person that meets with the family when they come in for an interview. And I take the family on a tour of the Advocacy Center so that they can see where the child is going to be speaking with an interviewer, where the team members sit, and then we come back to this family waiting area here and I explain the process to them. This is a family-friendly environment where we have toys, books, and crayons for children to use so that they can feel comfortable here. It's just a family-friendly environment. This is our wall of hands that we show parents and children when they first come to the Child Advocacy Center. And what we explain is that children come here every day, and children come here to talk to us about all different kinds of things. I tell them, you know, as you can see, there's big hands that would fit my hand for kids that are big when they come, and then there's little bitty hands here too. And then I ask them if they would like to find a hand that fits their hand, and they look and they find hands that fit their hand, and then I say to them, that tells me that probably another child just about your size has been here. I have worked in the abuse neglect field for 26 years now, and it's just good when these kids come in and they can get it off their chest what has happened also. They can disclose the information, and oftentimes once you've seen them do a disclosure, you'll see them skipping back down the hall, or they'll come in and you know, they'll say, this isn't going to happen anymore.
Rainbow House Children's Shelter is a place where we can accept kids from infant to 18, and they can come from all different places, all different backgrounds. Basically, I start from the very beginning with the intake process and talk to the parent or caseworker on the phone about what the situation is. Then I make the decision if we can take them in right now, if they're a good fit with the other kids we have here, if we can help all of their needs.
I'm not real sure where the name Rainbow House came from. If you think about it, a rainbow is such a pleasant surprise after a rain. Maybe it's been a horrendous storm, and all of a sudden the sun starts to come out and you see a rainbow. We deal with children and youth who are in situations that are not good, and there's a lot of crying, and there's a lot of confusion, and there's a lot of dark, and they don't necessarily know what's going on. In many ways, the structure is what provides stability for children and youth. Children that have been abused, that are not able to tell their story, or when people are not listening to their story, will come to the Child Advocacy Center and may, for the first time, really tell their story about their abuse.
And then as soon as they get here, I meet with the kids to talk about goals, what we're working on, and they can be as small as taking a shower every day, to finding a job, to graduating high school.
When we have a tough youth come through our doors, they are defiant and upset and disappointed, mad at the world. Everything's against them. And within 2 weeks' time, you can just see them brighten up, and they just, it's amazing. It's amazing the difference that they can make if you just give that kid just a small leg up, just that small little chance for them to succeed.
The cool thing about this program, and the reason that I like it so much, is because I'm a positive person, we're not focused on what they've been through, we're focused on where they're going.
Since I've had experience with Rainbow House before, I take a great amount of pride in my job here. I'm proud and excited to tell people where I work.
One was very interesting. There was a little smaller child in here, and we were all done, and she came up to me and she kind of tugged on me, and so I got down on my knees, so I was at the same height as her, and she kissed me on the cheek and she said, "Thank you."
Rainbow House is an organization that puts children first and makes sure that they have the best care and they're safe.
Well, I'd be the head.